What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the third episode of the On the Trent podcast. Obviously, most of you would have watched the last one that included Matt Mills, and I've got Dylan with me again here today. No special guest this time, just Dylan.
Thank you.
He's a special guest himself.
Of course. I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's, getting through lockdown all right.
Yeah, man. It's a tough time out there.
Agreed.
But it's even tougher watching Forest at the minute.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What we saw the other day was horrendous.
Yeah, it really was. It was
bad.
Yep, it was.
I don't even know where to start with the game. Like,
where do you start? Like, seriously, where do you start?
I don't know. It was obviously we was all expecting changes and stuff. It's the FA Cup. You're gonna want to give people a chance who are sitting out of the team most weeks and everything, but that was poor.
It was one of the worst forms I've seen at Forest in years.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We look like no one cares.
Yeah, there was no prize, no quality, no hard work.
I'll give them credit for 5 minutes in the second half when we brought it back.
Yeah.
We actually looked like thing is. The only one that I could really look at and said, okay, at least you tried, was probably Lolly and Knockout.
Yeah.
I think George Smith just proves even more that he shouldn't start, and if Samba thinks just stop.
Yeah.
Jacobson's shocking. I mean, Christie's even worse, so God knows what's going to happen in that position. Figueiredo is just dead now. He's gone. He has to. There's no way he can come back.
He's shocking.
Warren had a back-to-back shocking game.
No offense, this is an unpopular opinion. I've thought this for the past few weeks. Now the interest have come back in from Burnley since they've got took over. I think we can survive without Joe Worrell.
Well, I'm sewing McKenna.
I think we cash in on Worrell while his price is up at the minute and take the money and run. It's going to help us out financially. It's not exactly like we're going to miss him because we've got, like you said, McKenna.
I don't know. I thought I was still. I personally would keep Worrell because that's best centre off. And then, if I go to Bong, again proving why Yuri is better and everyone needs to stop getting on Yuri's back. Bong is shocking. So paid CDM, so I'm not really. I thought that other guy, what was his name? Batshu or whatever his name is.
Bashiru, yeah.
I don't think he had that bad of a game, to be fair.
He was right. I seen people on Twitter slating him, saying it was one of the worst debuts they've seen in Forest shirt, along with Bongs when he debuted last year. Honestly, when he first started the game, he showed something different to what our midfielders have got at the minute. He showed some technical ability to get the ball and pass it.
Not quite Lolly on the wings. I didn't think. First half, he was shocking. Second half, he looked a bit better. Who was Cam?
Freeman.
Freeman just looked slow.
He looked lazy.
Slow. Taylor. I'm trying to defend Taylor, but Taylor was shocking. He did get the ball as well, but he couldn't hold it. The subs, Cafu, everyone knows my feelings about Cafu. I do not rate Cafu one bit. Guerrero actually tried.
So this is a debate I'm with. I quite like Guerrero, whether he's got the quality or not. When you watch him come onto that pitch, he'll always keep running, keep going, and he will always try his best, and that's all you can ask for from a player.
Yeah, Guerrero was okay, to be fair. I can't remember Tyler Blackett coming on. I know he did.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll really.
And then might have never really. By that point, it was too late. But obviously, don't get me wrong, the referee made a massive decision when the game was at 2-1. But we just capitulated. And to be fair, Swansea, as much as I hate to admit, deserved it. Yeah, they flattered them to me. They could have easily done 6-7 past us.
100%. It was like men against boys on that pitch.
Oh, 100%.
You could tell one team was at one end of the division and one end of the other.
It was painful to watch.
Yeah.
It was very painful to watch. I think I turned it off in the 89th minute after it was 5-1 and it was just game over, and I was like, it ruined my Saturday. Like, I know there's going to be fans that be like, oh, it's like, for example, when we lost last year, when we were 4-0 down half time to Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I left about the 65th minute, and everyone, I know people slate me, and people do slate me when I talk to them about it, but at the end of the day, I'm paying money, I'm watching my team, I'm not going to sit there.
Yeah.
They've already ruined my Saturday at 5-1, what am I going to miss? An extra Swansea goal?
Yeah.
Seriously, I was just frustrated.
There's nothing to miss.
There was no everyone was saying referee. We didn't do the fucking basics.
Hold on, a lot of people saying, the referee changed the game in that decision he made, but come on, you shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Make sure the referee doesn't decide what happens in a game. You put your mark on the game and go out there and do what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, You say the first goal was offside, which it was, but then Figueiredo loses his mind, Bong loses his mind.
Yeah.
Second goal, yeah, great goal, but where's the closing down?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the intensity?
No desire to just get out.
And it's worrying because, like, obviously we're filming this Wednesday, and Rotherham just beat Middlesbrough 3-0. Yeah. They're 2 points behind us. They've got 2 games in hand. It's not looking good right now. Yet we went on this streak apparently, and I believed the hype. Is all I thought. We're just going to climb up the table now, finish about mid-table, and we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But now we've got. I mean, I know we'll talk about it in a minute, but we've got fucking Barnsley. We've lost to them. We could lose them 4 times in like 6 months or something ridiculous like that. I hate Barnsley. I don't even like not against the club or anything. I'm not like else. I hate Derby, but like they always beat us, and they're going to beat us again. I just know it, and I'm not looking forward to Saturday. But I just know we're going to lose.
Oh, Dylan.
We're gonna
Barnsley.
I don't hate them. Like they're an okay team, and like there's nothing I hate about them. I just know they're going to beat us every time.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. But I know we'll go on that in a minute.
They've had a good start to the season this year. They're doing quite well for themselves.
Yeah, no, they play some good football. Like earlier in the season, I said they're going to do alright. They like the way to play football. If only my club could play football like that.
It's just saying it. It's just
there's no positive. Honestly, I'm just fed up. I'm so fed up with my club. Like I saw a tweet today, and it's someone I follow, and he tweeted like it was like when Villa was celebrating the playoff final last year. He was like, I've been a Forest fan 21 years. I've never experienced it. I'm thinking, yeah, I've been a Forest fan for like 22 years, call it 23, and like. Fuck, a bit of success, please.
Yeah, serious.
This is another season where if we stay up, it's another season not wasted, but you know what I mean for a fan like, we didn't do anything. We finished again in the championship.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's a bit exciting this time because we're fighting for our lives.
Yeah, we have ever so many 3 or 4 seasons. It goes, we play for something, but then the middle bits, it's just, we'll finish 8th, 9th, 11th, like. Only comes around every few seasons where we're either fighting for our lives or we've got a chance of the playoffs this year.
I mean, yeah, I want to be positive because I trust Houghton. I generally do trust Houghton.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust my club and my players.
I totally agree.
But that's my little rant over my depressive rant.
Your Barnsley rant.
I just know we're going to lose. Like, I'm just not looking forward to watching it.
I'm going to clip your rant and put it all over social media.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get loads of death threats from Barnsley fans. I'm not saying I hate Barnsley. I just know they're going to beat. I just know they're going to win. I just know it. Yeah. I know we did predictions near the end of it. So, like, sorry, spoilers, everyone, but I'm not looking forward to Barnsley. Give me Barnsley, Stoke, and Swansea. Each of them teams individually just give me nightmares for no reason. Well, for reason.
He's on form tonight. He's going for all the clubs.
Yeah, no, but I don't hate them. They just give me nightmares. Obviously, I hate Derby and I hate Leeds, but like the clubs that give me nightmares are your Stokes, your Barnsleys, and your Swansea. Like, oh man,
it's not good.
But no, that's my thought on Swansea. You got any other additional thoughts for Swansea?
No, it's just we've got to see reaction Saturday. Not we lose on Saturday, or we've got to see reaction the week after. No, it's got to be Saturday afternoon, 3:00 kickoff.
Give me something.
At the City Ground, there's got to be a reaction. If there's not a reaction there, that's it. We are done for.
I mean, if you're looking for clicks, you might get more clicks if we lose from me. But no, yeah, reaction. Just give me something for us. Fuck me.
That's what I'm saying. Whether we go out there and win, not too bothered about that. But the performance has got to be there. There's got to be a desire to win the ball, desire to get the ball forward, desire to block every single shot that comes your way. Just get there.
Yeah, 100%. I'm dreading it. But did you want to talk a bit about the podcast we did last week?
Yeah, man.
What did you want? What anything in particular you wanted to bring?
No, I just wondered what you thought of like the insight of what he gave us. So what he talked about, obviously the Karanka thing, being on fucking YouTube.
I know we're not meant to. I'm gonna stead quite carefully when it comes to our guests, and I understand that. But I would say to people that watch, just take it with a bit of pinch of salt because the club treated Matty Mills bad. Also, it's clear from what I've heard speaking to Forest fans that I'd say not many Forest fans was the biggest fan of him near the end.
Yeah.
So when he talks about the club, I will take it with a pinch of salt. Like, some of it may be true, and it might be telling the truth, and it could be that case. But like, Cranker is a proven manager, and to say that he's just watching YouTube videos, I thought that was a bit like,
yeah.
Are you just saying that because he said you weren't good enough? Which, you know, I guess that I could be wrong. I'm just being honest.
I'm totally with you.
Some good insights. For some reason, I felt like I got a bit of a thing that he kind of sympathised with Fowler's a bit, and I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he ran our club he ran our club so bad. Yeah, he may have put millions in, but it wasn't in the right areas.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the money he spent was sacking managers and players.
Yeah.
That's where his money went, not to like...
Signing a manager on a 4-year contract, letting him have 9 months in the job and then got to pay him for the other 3 years.
Exactly. So when he was like, oh, they told me how much you put in the club, I was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. But like, you got to feel like, if you put, I don't know, let's say you put 100 million in the club, let's just say. At least 30 million were players and managers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And probably the rest of the fuckers were the big TVs he got. That's his legacy. It's TVs he's brought. Like, my God, like, nah, I'm not going to sit here. And I was like, you know, it's one of the things, isn't it? The Fowler's era, yeah, no one can tell me he was a good guy. No one. I don't care. Because he's petty afterwards as well. So is his brother.
Yeah.
On Twitter, like, oh, grow up, man. But obviously he doesn't like the new owners.
Mm-hmm. Which is understandable what they did to him. It's fair enough.
It's understandable when you got to think about actually that's football though.
Yeah, of course it is.
Like if we made a poll tonight and said, "Will you kept Matty Mills?" They probably wouldn't have.
No, of course they wouldn't. But at the end of the day, like there's a time and a place for doing that. There was a rumour years and years ago that the way we got rid of Nathan Tyson was that he literally just had a text message saying, "Don't turn up to training tomorrow. You're not playing for Forest anymore." Like, I don't know if that rumour is true. Couldn't tell you. There's a rumour there. So obviously, it happens in football. But there's a way you do it. You bring him into your office. You say, "Listen, Matt, thanks for everything you've done for the club. We don't see you playing anymore. Goodbye."
100%. I mean, that's why I don't know his name. The guy everyone hates. What's his name?
Rentsos.
Yeah, whatever that guy name is. Yeah, that guy. I know everyone hates him. I know everyone wants him out and all that shit. And like, I agree with what people are saying because of the way he says stuff. Mm-hmm. And I just think maybe this is not. Oh, this is going to sound so bad.
Just go for it.
No, because maybe it's just the English way is probably not the Greek way.
Yeah.
So in England, we're a bit more like, sorry to let you down, but we don't need you anymore. Where in Greece, it might be normal to say, "You shit, you go." Maybe that's normal. Right? That's a really bad Greek accent. But you know what I'm saying, though? That's basically what he said to the players. And my thinking is, yeah, over here it might be like, "Oh my God, how can you say that?" But over there, they might just be like, "Okay." Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough, yeah. It's, you take it on the chin, you move on.
Maybe that's why. But
yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't have much more to say, Matty Mills. Nice guy. But like I said, the only thing that I was a bit thinking about was the Fowler's thing. That was the only thing. Yeah. Oh, and the YouTube Cranker thing. But apart from that, good interview.
Yeah, he was a nice lad, like you said. He, we thank him for coming on, and we'd have him in the future. Just like we'd have many other guests in the future.
Yeah, that's true. So, we did sign a player, didn't we, between filming?
We did, yes. Krovinovic.
What's he like?
Well, I also seen him last year, starting day of the season, when West Brom started the league away at Forest and they beat us 2-1 that day. Looked decent, and then when I watched it obviously on TV, when we drew 2-2 at their place midway through the season, not long before the lockdown, to be fair. And he's a good little player, technical. The one thing that, in my opinion, lets him down is his physical side.
So the other thing that I know of him, and like not know of him, like, the only thing I remember of him is Matty Crash decking him.
Yeah.
And then like obviously like I'm not going to get into the whole João Carvalho, but I'm seeing numbers. I'm seeing like João's better than him. And I'm not going to get an argument with people's dads about Harvard. No, because I see it all the time on Twitter. I see it on Twitter all the time. Like you see some 4-year-old arguing like an 18-year-old about 18-year-olds normally saying João's really good, and the other guy's saying he's not that good. I still think, and I'll say this, I think this will be the biggest regret Forest will have in the next 10 years, letting him go.
100%.
And we've loaned this player from West Brom, and it's a short-term fix. And I hope the plan is to start Brendan Johnson next year.
Yeah.
I hope that's the plan. So like, we let Brendan Johnson progress at Lincoln, because fuck me, why'd you come back to this shit show when at least Lincoln are doing something?
Yeah. They're fighting. They're at the top end of the division.
Exactly. People, one of my close mates said to me, "Oh, why don't we bring Johnson back?" But I'm like, I'd rather him progress under there. Yeah. We get someone on loan, and then in the summer we got Johnson back at Forest. Even though, well, then again, Premier League clubs want, don't they? So I don't know what's going to happen.
We've seen it multiple times in the past, not just with Forest, but with other clubs, that a player will have a fucking rocker of half a season out on loan somewhere in a lower division. They'll bring him back, say, "Oh yeah, we're going to play you," and he just sits on the bench for the rest of the season. Then the season after, then the season after, you're going into the team. They either get sold, last year, or they get told they're not wanted, or the form just goes like that. It's
just come to Tyler Walker. We called him back from
Coventry, from Lincoln. Yeah, he was with Lincoln. Yeah.
And then he scored against Leeds, and then he didn't score after that, and then we sold him in the summer.
Yeah, but bear in mind we've got a 32-year-old striker in Lewis Grabban, maybe 33. I don't know how old he is now, and a 31-year-old striker in Lyle Taylor, 30-year-old in Guerrero. In the next 3 years, all them lot are going to be left the club.
I'm guessing they thought maybe Will Swan will be better.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up to them to decide. I'm not going to get paid for that shit. But like I said, obviously I love the club, and I know there's a lot of fans that are very invested in our academy, and I'm not one to be invested in our academy. Like, obviously I always want the academy players to do well. Like, if an academy player comes through, then fantastic. But if you ask me to name our starting 11 on under 23s, I could probably name like maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So there might be some unreal players. Like, I never heard of Myton until he came to the senior team. And for mine, again, I have a bit of banter with one of my housemates from Derby, who's like he's a Forest fan, and he's quite good at spotting players straight away, like saying he's a good talent. He said Myton Johnson is a good talent, but I'm always on these people that like I need to give him 20 games or at least 20 games. Cause I don't want to, like, at first I was like, Martin, is he all it? But to be fair, every time I watch Martin, he actually impresses me. Yeah. He looks good.
Works hard.
But, like, with Johnson, like, obviously, like, I know he's having an amazing season at Lincoln. And I just want to say one thing to these Forest fans. How many of you are actually watching Lincoln? No, because, like, I bet number-wise, he's having a 6th season and all that, right? And he probably is having a 6th season. But I'd love to talk to a Lincoln fan, because at least a Lincoln fan will know.
Should we get one on? Should we try and find a Lincoln fan to come on the podcast?
We'll get a Lincoln fan on the podcast. Only because, like, when people are like, how good is he? Like, when one of my mates does, how good is Johnson? I'm like, well, I've been told he's good.
Yeah.
And he's killing it in League One, but like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he's amazing. I've not watched him. Like, on paper, he looks unreal. Mm-hmm. And he probably will be unreal. And this is not me slagging him off, because I know he's going to be a baller for us, and I want him to play for us. But until I see him play 10, 20 games in the Championship and Ben out judge him, like, it'd be unfair for me to judge him straight away. I'll put that pressure 100%.
On him. Yeah, of course.
And I feel like a lot of fans, like, especially now, like, oh, he could be our saviour. I think that's a bit. You're asking a lot from a 19-year-old lad. Yeah. Like Lincoln, he's got no pressure. He's just loving his football, and
he's playing with no fear. He's gliding past play. Like, he's got nothing to play for. He's being paid to go onto a pitch for a team that are fighting for promotion in the league.
That's the difference between Lincoln and Forest. Like, Forest have so much pressure by the fans all the time. Well, Lincoln are just happy to be, like. There's no disrespect to Lincoln, but Lincoln are just loving life in a minute, and they've got a good system. And I know they play some good football. I'm probably jealous. If I watch Lincoln, I'm probably jealous.
Keep going.
I'd probably be jealous of Lincoln as a Lincoln. You know what I mean? The way they play football, because, like I said it before, and like, I'm a big fan of shithouse football. I love shithouse football. I love Mourinho's. I love the Sean Dychers. Like, all for it. But it's to a point where, like, now I just want to see some nice football.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I would love Forest to go at. Like, watching Leeds, as much as everyone hates to admit it, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
They go at teams, they play this nice football.
That's why they're being beat so much this year. And people can't seem to understand it. They're saying, oh, the Bielsa effect, is he really this, is he really that? No, he's approached it different from other promoted managers. Promoted managers have gone up, put every man behind the ball and said, right, come and beat us. We'll try and take as many points off you. Leeds aren't saying that. Leeds are saying, we're coming to beat you.
Yeah, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, they're being open at the back, and they're being penalised by the teams like Liverpool. And like, it is what it is. Well, like you said, from an entertainment standpoint, it's sick.
But sadly, we're in a predicament right now as Forest fans and as a Forest team where we can't do that because we're fighting for our bloody lives, so we can't afford to do that. Yep. And that's the worst thing. And like, I want Hughton to be good, and I think he will be good. And there are flashes where I sometimes think, yeah, this is going to go well.
Yeah.
But like footballing wise, it's horrible to watch, and it's so bad, and
like he hit the nail on the head a few weeks ago in his press conference. Obviously, you would have seen the clip of Taylor doing that interview. He says when he was brought to the club by Sabri, he was promised he's going up top with Grabban every single week, playing Zadoa. But a few weeks ago, he got asked, will Lyle Taylor ever play with Lewis Grabban up front like from the start? And he says, no, not with the situation we're in. Because you can't.
Also, Houghton's system's never... Well, he did play a bit of 4-4-2, but he does like that 4-2-3-1. But he favours that, so... Again, Houghton just used the situation for his advantage because he knows that, like, in his system, he has one striker.
Yeah.
And it's just like I said, there's nothing positive to look at, is there?
No.
I mean,
not the minute.
No. So obviously, I'll say signing. We're not really linked to many other people, are we?
Dan Gosling got linked earlier in the week.
Oh, another midfielder, great. How do you feel about Sam Bassam? I don't know how true it is because
I've seen that.
The Twitter account isn't. It's legit, but I don't know if it's legit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think we'd be idiots to let him go.
I agree. I couldn't agree. I agree so much.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's shit technically with the football.
See, I don't. I think he's underrated when it comes to that. Like, obviously, he can't steal past people, but he knows how to tackle, get the ball, and give it to someone who can.
Yeah, but I'm on about like as a technical midfielder, receiving the ball, spraying it. He can't do it. That's not his job. He's not there for that. Like you said, he's there for running that midfield. And don't get me wrong, he's a fucking idiot with some of the tackles he makes, but he makes me laugh and he wins the ball.
I mean, the question is, though, I feel like, again, I might be tactically wrong here, so feel free to tell me in the comments or whatever, but I still think Sal and Yates together doesn't quite work.
No. Do you know who would have worked perfect with Sam Bassam? And I know you've not been the biggest fan of him in the past.
Thiago Silva?
Yeah, someone who's moved on, Thiago Silva. They would have created the perfect midfield. Sam Bassam would do the dirty work, give it to Thiago, who's got the technical ability to find a pass from anywhere.
But he wanted to go, Silva did. That's why I hate about Forest fans. Like, he wanted to go. Let it go, man. You didn't want to be with the club anymore.
But you know what I'm saying, don't you? If you could build the ideal 2 midfield from the last year or so, extend him.
Yeah, with Jazz in front. But
yeah. Because that's where we've gone wrong this season. There's been no transition from defence to attack. There's not that one player that's got the ball from the defence and gave it to an attacker. There's none of that.
It's just hoof it up and see what we can get.
Yeah, it's hoof it up to Grabban or something, wait for a knockdown, we'll go from there. If
we lose, I mean, we'll go to the preview in a minute, but if we lose on Saturday, we could be in some serious trouble.
100%.
Because Derby are looking better than us right now.
Yeah, they picked
I hate to admit it, and that's one thing that's frustrating me a little bit with Houghton. I'm seeing more of a bounce from fucking Wayne Rooney than I am Chris Houghton.
Yeah. I'm with you then. I'm with you on that.
So obviously we'll go to Saturday's game at home against fucking Barnsley. Tell
us how you hate them.
I don't hate them. It just gives me nightmares. I don't know how to start with. If they beat us, it's 4 times in 6 months. 6 months, they'll beat us 4 times. Like, what the hell? Because obviously they beat us near the end season, start of season, in the cup, and now they could beat us again. So like, it's giving me nightmares.
It's not good.
I'm honestly like, I'm going for a 3-1 Barnsley win.
But like we said earlier, they play nice football. They, in my opinion, they're overachieving this year. But I take nothing away from them. They are where they are because they've deserved it. And Barnsley fans can come on this and slate us too. Listen, I'd love to be in your position right now, but we're not. Like, it is what it is.
100%. 100%. And like I said, I think we're going to... If my prediction now, I'd say 3-1 Barnsley.
I was just going to match that. I was going to get 3-1 Barnsley.
I generally can't. I don't know. I just can't see how we're going to get out of this situation right now. I can't see where our next win's coming. I really can't. Maybe Wickham.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not. Obviously, I watch Saturday like I always watch every game, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Like, when I get that iFollow on and get ready to sit there and watch the game, it's...
And then after about 2 minutes behind, it keeps lagging.
It's...
If we get relegated, I want my fucking money back. I ain't paying for this shit. Like, fuck me. Oh, I'm just fed up. I'm so fed up with my club. I love it to be. That's why it hurts so much.
Yeah.
How can we go from this time last year? We were flying, absolutely flying, loving life. One of my best friends is Forest fan. I'm guessing we're coming up to when we beat Leeds, aren't we?
Yeah.
And like life was amazing, life was good. And then a year later...
Didn't that night when we beat Leeds, it dropped the gap to like 2 points from the top or something something stupid like that?
Yeah, we were 2 points from top. I loved Lamucci. Lamucci loved me. I actually loved Forest like so much for the first time in years.
But
like, you know what I mean?
We mentioned this time last year was loving life, and don't get me wrong, it was. But do you think this month last year is what broke it for us? Do you think the recruitment in the window last season is what broke it? Because don't get me wrong, it was poor. Guy Tan Bong.
Yeah, well, he's our left back, so I'm left back for the next 2 games.
You know what I'm saying now?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it makes me laugh because in summer when we did that recruitment as well, we signed all them players. Everyone was happy with the signings, you know, but I just...
On paper, there was so wonderful signings.
There's so many wrong people in the club. Like, I would literally keep Samba, Worrell, McKenna, Yuri, Yates, Samba Sal, Graben, because he's our goal scorer. I think the rest can go.
How about we'll do a thing. I'd say in a few months' time when we're coming to close the end of the season out, and we'll put this in our notes and make sure we do this video. We won't do it as a podcast, we'll do it as a video on the channel.
Yeah. Where
we will put the squad list up and we'll say who we want to keep, who we want to sell.
Get rid of a lot.
Yeah.
Start fresh, get rid of a lot.
We'll do that as a video, yeah? Not as a podcast, we'll do it as a video.
Yeah, 100%.
We need to start doing more video type things. So the podcast will come every Friday, and then obviously in a spare time in the midweek or whatever, we can just record a video.
We start doing some reactions all straight after the game.
Yeah, with that.
While the emotion's still high.
Yeah. When Dylan comes on at fucking 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon and tells Barnsley fans just how shit their club are after shithouse the 1-0 win.
Oh, mate. Could you imagine? Honestly, like I said, I'm not looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many Forest fans that can disagree with me right now when it comes to that statement. I think a lot of Forest fans will agree with me and say that Barnsley is a nightmare.
Yeah.
And no one's looking forward to Barnsley.
No.
We're all dreading it. And
the way they play in their style, it's the kryptonite of Forest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at
Corley Woodrow up top. He's a big lad that gets the better of Worrell.
100%.
And people like that.
I'm looking at this week's fixtures as well. For Rotherham's got Swansea.
Wow.
So Swansea might help us out there. Yeah, but then Derby's got Bristol at home, so Derby will beat Bristol. And Rotherham are at home against Swansea, so Rotherham could beat Swansea. And for all you know,
Rotherham's just gone and done Borough 3-0 tonight away. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, wow, fuck me. I'm so nervous for Forest.
We're lucky at the minute that Sheffield Wednesday are not hitting form stupidly good. Like with a 2-0 loss like Coventry. Like, because if it was the 3 teams below us that was doing well, then it would literally just leave us and Wickham down there.
Well, we're looking at it on they start on -6 because they'd be above us right now.
Yeah, of course they would. It's fucking stupid, Dylan.
We're not going to... what worries me is I don't think the players are going to wake up until we're in that bottom 3.
100%.
That's what worries me.
We're going to be in the bottom 3, 5 games to go or something, and they're going to go, oh shit, we're actually in this situation.
I know it sounds like all we need is 4 or 5 wins on the bounce, which I know is a lot to ask for, and we'll be out of it. We generally will.
Yeah.
It was only 6 points between us and 14.
I'd say in the next 10 games to 30 points, if we can get 15 to 20 points out of the 30, we will be in a much better position. I know that's obviously cliche.
What's survival? What do you think survival is? 45?
What was last year's? 1 second. Let me just check quick.
So 20 points away from that, I'm sure. I'm guessing that survival was about 45 points. That'd be My guess.
So, no, Hull finished bottom of the league last year on 45 points. Survival last year was 49 points.
Oh fuck, mate. Right, okay. So we're looking at. I know nothing about football clearly. So we're looking at. We want to be hitting about just over 50 points.
Yeah.
Then.
So.
Oh my days.
Let's say Stoke finished 15th last year.
40 points. What is it? 46 games in the season, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we're probably on average. I'd say the points picking up at the minute. We're on average to go down.
Yeah.
Which is great. We've won 6, drawn 7, lost 12. We've scored 20, conceded 29. We're literally on the same thing as Derby. That's mad.
Yeah. Same goal difference as Derby. I've seen that.
I don't know why they're below us. I don't know. I don't know why they're below us.
Goals scored.
Was it goals scored? Yeah.
Yeah. It goes from goal difference to goals scored, then goals against.
Oh,
have we got more goals scored than them?
Yeah, but we've conceded more as well.
Yeah, so that's why we're above them, because goals scored. If we had the same goals scored, then it would go to obviously goals against.
Yeah, so mine and Gap Derby have 4 more goals than you.
But usually if it comes down to that at the end of the season, they get relegated by 4 goals.
Oh, what, we don't? Oh my days. It's anything that would make this year any worth it.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, I feel like we should just scrap the league now.
Yeah.
Just start fresh in the summer. I can't keep doing it. Like on Friday night, I could be necking anything. If we're in the relegation zone, I'm gonna. Honestly, like this is such a negative podcast from me, but this team kills me.
If you're necking something Saturday night after that loss, I want a video sent to me and I'm going to put it on the Trent social medias.
Yeah, like we're going to be in the. Oh my days.
So how do we end up in the bottom 3 Saturday then? Do we need Wednesday and Derby to win or something like that? Derby and Rotherham or whatever.
We don't need them to win. We don't want them to win.
No, I'm saying
to get in the bottom 3, we'd have to lose, and Derby would only need a draw, and Rotherham would need a win.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's okay, because if Rotherham don't win, they've still got 2 games ahead of us, which means they could easily climb 4 points clear of us. So, that's great. Yeah, I know.
No offence to the next 3 clubs we're playing. Barnsley, they're a different type of animal because we just don't get along as clubs and they've got the better of the last 90% of games we played, but the next 3 clubs we play are Barnsley, Coventry and Wickham. As a club, the size of we are and the team on paper, this should be 9 points out of 9 from that.
It won't be though, it'll be 3.
It will. Absolutely.
Sorry about the rain, it's raining in Conservatory. It's probably raining because of my mood, but I'm looking at the league table, it's just so depressing. I'm not depressing, obviously there's more stuff to be depressed about, but like this is horrible.
Yeah.
This is horrible, like I'm dreading this weekend so bad. I've got a feeling we'll drop. I think we're in the bottom 3 this weekend. I really do.
You think Rotherham beating Swansea?
I think they will. I think Derby will beat Bristol. I think we'll be in the bottom 3.
Wow. Dylan's putting it out there, the predictions
and I'm going to leave, and I will leave Twitter for about 48 hours. Because the Forest timeline will be too toxic.
And then in that time, we'll record another podcast and hear what Dylan has to say.
Oh, I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna rant. I'll be back. I'll have a mic as well, so I'll just be able to go for it.
I will rip them players on the next podcast if I don't see a reaction.
Oh, if we're in the bottom 3, I'll be. Oh, mate. Yeah,
they're all getting it.
But no, I'm definitely gonna go for 3-1 Barnsley. Now I've said enough about the club.
I'm with you on that. I reckon we should pack it up because I reckon people are fed up of listening to us now.
Yeah, I don't blame them. To be fair. Rambling on, moaning.
This will go out on Friday night. So as people are watching this, we're at Barnsley game tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be back next week for another podcast.
Can't wait.
And, thanks for all the support we've had on the Matt Mills podcast there.
We do appreciate it.
Stupidly good, and the subs we've gained from it and everything, we appreciate it. But like I said, if you've not hit the podcast, if you've not watched the podcast or anything or seen us before, go and follow our social medias. It's just on the Trent Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch our the last 2 podcasts before this one, and yeah, make sure you've got the notification bell on for when we upload the next podcast. And hopefully we're going to start dabbling into more YouTube videos as well. So
yeah, 100%. We'll definitely get something lined up.
Yeah. Like I said, so for the future videos at the minute, we've got the player one that we think we should keep and go.
We'll do a January transfer window as well.
Yeah, we'll sum up the window, and we'll try and get a Lincoln fan on one of the podcasts for his opinion on how Brennan Johnson's doing.
100%.
Yeah, maybe we go Oxford fan, see how Marcus McGuane's doing.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Couldn't agree more, mate, yeah.
Lovely then. We'll see you all next week, guys.
See you in a bit, boys.
Bye.